Okay, behind these bushes, I'm gonna start making mountains. I think I have a strategy this time. The last time I tried to make a mountain, it was terrible.
Oh my god, bro.
Set up a next free group and then make this go towards a brown color just by desaturating a lot. Make sure it's on the right layer here. Yep, that looks good to me behind the bush. So let's just warp like so, and then we can copy paste, go the layer behind, and then rotate a little bit like this. Just moving it to the side and then matching up the peak. So let me just do that real quick like this. Just thinking of making it a little bit steeper like this. And then we go into the HSV and we decrease the brightness by like maybe 0.06, yeah. On the same layer, we can just flip around and apply the same brightness but higher. And then we have a 3D looking cone here, which is pretty cool. I think we just add another triangle above, which is going to be on that same color channel 1 as we were using before. We're going to just scale it down in the same aspect ratio, just with that lock on the top left. And then if we just continue layering cleverly, with this triangle on the front, the one behind it being a layer behind with a brightness decrease, maybe not 0.06. I guess it would make sense to match the other side, actually. I think we can have this side be the brightest. We just need to make a flatter version at the very bottom, like this. That's going to cover up the other mess. That actually looks kind of decent. Let's see if I can draw a line on this side. I think I can if I just make these two blocks a little bit lighter, and then this giant triangle a tiny bit brighter as well. I don't know. Wait, I see it. Okay, we make the other side a tiny bit darker as well. There we go. I think that looks good as a mountain. Okay, I've set the mountain to group number 5. This bush over here is group number 4. And that moves 0.06 on the X and 0.01 on the Y. I'm thinking that we can just make group number 5 go half as much on the Y when we go up and down, and then a tiny bit less than the layer in front of it. There we go. That creates more depth there. That's good. Okay, then I'm going to put a center point right here, which is going to be an area parent, but it's also going to be hidden. Let's just select the whole thing again, link it, and then we should be able to give this another group. I'm just going to put 6. I want to make it so as we're passing these mountains, they move up a tiny little bit. To do that, we're going to use that star that we placed as the area parent. That's kind of the focus of this whole operation. As soon as I put in group number 6 into this trigger, that star is the focus. I'm going to choose this mode on it, which makes it so as I'm approaching, these objects are going to move into place. It's only based on the X position, not the Y. I'm going to give it a tiny little movement up as we're approaching on a 15 block radius around the player. So basically, as we get close to these mountains, they're going to move up and down like this. But that's not quite as smooth as I expected. What I could do is increase the length a little bit extra, so it takes a little bit longer during the time I'm getting there to move up and down. That's smooth, but I want them to move a little bit differently to each other. So I've got 5 in here. I'm going to go into the plus or minus section, which is variance. It will randomly subtract a number between 0 and 3 here to add to this value or take away from this value. So some mountains will be going higher than others when we go past, and that's going to be pretty interesting just to create a little bit of variance going through. But we're going to just switch up the shape and size of these mountains, and they're going to move up and down like this. I think it's cool.